Okay, so what we are going to discuss is once again solving linear equations in two variables by the method of cross multiplication. Now, let us observe one very important point, that is that when we have two equations, we are trying to solve two unknowns. So that means what we find, number of unknowns referred to number of equations needed. This is the first point that we always discuss when we are talking about solving linear equations. Then number two, the point number two is, what is the general form? So what we find, that if it is like one variable, that means, or that is one unknown, so one equation, then the general form was ax plus b equal to 0, where this a will be referred as the coefficient of x with positive sign by default, and b is going to be the constant term, again with positive sign by default. Why I refer this positive sign term over here? Because if an equation is of the form ax minus b equal to 0, we will write ax plus or minus b equals to 0 to refer the concept as with comparison to the general form. When we come to the general form for two variables, that means two unknowns, that is two equations, the general form will be a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, where A1, A2 and B1, B2 are the coefficients of x and y respectively. And these C1 and C2 are the constant terms or the constant coefficients or the constants. Note all the coefficients are considered with positive sign. So when we try to separate these terms, if we try to identify the coefficients, we have to consider their signs as well if they are negative. So what we do, we write the expressions without the unknown and the signature, and we consider that we are going to have some kind of a window. We are going to have some kind of a window which will be focused on the coefficient of A1 and A2 when we are trying to find, when we are trying to represent, when we are trying to solve for x. The window will focus on the coefficient of B1, B2. So that means it is the B1, B2 which is blocked. And solution of, we are considering solution of, right, we are considering solution of y. So first for A1, A2 we are considering solution of x, for B1, B2 we are considering solution of y, and then for C1, C2 we are actually considering the solution for the constant term, which we are going to refer with the variable as nothing but 1. It's the constant representation that we are going to have. So how we are going to move with the things? If we are on this particular variable x, then we must remember that our movement is going to be towards the right direction only, and we make a crisscross arrangement. So what is the type of arrangement? Basically, if we remember that in when we study in biology hydra, the somersault movement like that, there is something like the movement is like this. It keeps on rolling. So you just imagine that if you're trying to, just a second, right? If we just consider that we are trying to move, like when we say that we are like rolling a stone, something like that. So the movement is like, this is a general representation by picture that something is rolling on the floor. So in this case, if we try to consider then the movement will be something like this. So if we find that this is the, if we try to represent, if we try to reassess, the movement is happening like this. So this is the same thing that we are trying to represent. So in that context, what we find that if we are trying to consider the variable x for which a1, a2 has been blocked, then if we are trying to consider b1 solution for y, then b1, b2 will be blocked. But then what is the catch? That when we are trying to solve for x, we are starting from b1, b2, we are moving in this direction, rolling back, again moving forward. So if we try to move forward from b1, b2, then who is going to come after c1, c2? So this is where I always refer that, imagine that this is like a wrapper on a bottle. So when we consider the wrapper on a bottle, then what we find that if we are considering the wrapping paper on the bottle surface, then it is something like this. Is, if we imagine like a 3D point or 3D surface, that if you have something written like a1, a2, b1, b2, so it is like c1, c2, it is rolling, the paper is rolling. So automatically what happens next, it should be like a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, again you are rolling the glass. So I gave the example of any, like the bottles that we have, the soft drinks where some labels are placed, or any given the cylindrical shape bottles with some kind of refreshment or even medicine, anything like that. So if you keep on rolling, you will come back to the original point, and if the same terms are repeated, you will see those things repeatedly. So likewise, if we consider, we will find that we will have a situation like a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, then it will be followed by again a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, again it will be followed by a1, a2. Might be, if you ask me that how many times someone has got to write a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, see, it is important that if the diameter, or rather the circumference of that bottle is a bigger one, thicker one, then maybe on that level someone had printed it maybe 3 times, 4 times, whatever be the situation. So he is going to take this particular level and wrap it around that bottle. If the bottle's dimension is not that big, might be that he has just got to write only 2 times and wrap it over. So after c1, c2, what we will find, that again it comes back to that a1, a2, which we have referred in the very first case. Okay, so this way things are going to proceed. Now when we are doing this particular calculation, so what is the target? That we are going to solve for x. So if we are going to solve for x, then we are going to block a1, a2 and move in the forward direction. So let's now look into the step. Let's now look into the process of solving this particular structure. So we come to a fresh page and let's see how things are moving. So when we have blocked a1, a2, what we are trying to solve, what variable, which variable? We are trying to solve for x. So if a1, a2 has been blocked, we are moving. So the first step, this is step 1. We are moving from b1 to c2. Tale b1 into c2. You come back. Second step, it's like rolling over. So this is like that minus. Then you take the forward step. This is step number 3. Let me put a different color for step number 2 also. So white, blue, pink, this is how we are going to proceed. So what we find, that in this step, what is happening? Minus B2 into C1, done, equals to y by, now see what we are trying to do. This is something like, you imagine that we are now moving this particular window to the next block. So what I am trying to do is, I am trying to write the same thing once again so that I don't disturb the original structure. So A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, you have following that C1, C2 another particular pair A1, A2. So this has been discussed. This is done. So now what we are doing, we are moving from A1, A2 to B1, B2. So we are trying to solve for Y. So what happens now? Step one. Step one is, you are taking the first step from C1 to A2. So this is the first step, C1 to A2. Then you come back, you are going to roll over. So this was the second step. So the second step is basically represented by this minus sign. Then what you are doing with the pink color just now that we have shown for the first case, you are taking the step forward. So this is now C2 into A1. Over here we have this C2. So C2 into A1. Done. Now what we have? We have the constant term. Just now I mentioned that how we will represent this constant. This constant we are going to represent by this 1. So 1 by, now what we will require? We will require to shift this B1, B2 window to C1, C2 position. So if we are shifting to the C1, C2 position, then what we require? Then it is something like that, after C1, C2, who is coming? A1, A2, followed by another B1, B2. So if that is the case, then what we can do is, let me put it over here. I will do a simple thing. Since you have understood this portion, I will just rub off this part and try to move this portion over here. So this was the second step. This is corresponding to X, this is corresponding to Y, and for corresponding to the constant, what we now have? We have again A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Then we are going to have A1, A2, B1, B2, like that. So now what we find? That we have the window which has now moved from B1, B2 on C1, C2. So if we have moved the window from B1, B2 to C1, C2, now how the things are going to proceed, how we will move? The movement will be from A1 to B2. So this is step 1, A1, B2. Then again you come back. So your comeback will be like your minus. And then you take the forward step. That is step 3. And that is basically A2, B1. So this is the whole arrangement that we have. So now, if we want to find the value of X or find the value of Y, then what we do? We will say that we are going to compare, we are going to take this X by this value along with the constant and this Y with this value along with the constant and evaluate the variables X and Y. So what we are going to write? Therefore, X is equal to, so we are going to basically cross multiply. So what we do here, if I write it separately also before writing the final step, so this is like, therefore x by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, or x is equal to, so if we put it as a cross multiplication over here, it will go to the numerator. So this is like a by b equal to c by d form. So if you want to interchange the positions, x equals to, now it becomes b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, and y by c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, or y is equal to, if you do the same kind of multiplication, cross multiplication, c1 a2 minus c2 a1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is the general solution, general form of solving for x and y with the coefficients a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 given. So this is the method of cross multiplication. Now this is the general structure, general form. Now say for example, we must know one very important task over here, that is, if by chance the equation is of the form like a1x minus b1y plus c1 equals to 0, second equation if it is like a2x plus b2y minus c2 equals to 0, something like that, then what we have to do, we have to consider the signatures accordingly. So what do we mean by the signatures to be considered accordingly? So this equation we can write, or a1x plus of minus b1y plus of c1 equals to 0, and this equation we can write as, or a2x plus b2y plus of minus c2 equals to 0. So what we have to do is very simple. Wherever we have c2 and wherever we have b1, we will replace those positions by minus c2 and by minus b1. So whatever happens after that, that we will take care of, that minus into minus, whether that will be plus, plus into minus, whether we are getting minus. These things we have to take care of at the end, considering everything to be positive. This is the structure, and we can solve for x and y in this way.